Hi, y'all. I'm back. Oh, how are you guys? So, wait for you guys to come in. Y'all hit the like button for me. If you are new, please subscribe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi. So, I guess I'll go ahead and start the topic. Thank y'all for hitting like as y'all come in. If you haven't, hit it. Thank you. So, we're going to be talking about all is fair in love and war. And when that's a saying, but what it really means, all is fair in love and war, is whatever you have to do to get what you want in your relationship, in your life, and in a man, and whatever type of relationship you desire, that it's okay because it is a game, and all is fair in love and war. So this is why I teach the level up. So all is fair. It's a game, and whoever is the most skilled, savvy, and also who also has this inner, wanting to have what they want in life, if they can manifest it, if they can believe in themselves, if they know who they are, and they don't allow anything around them to tell them that they can't have something, that's why it's fair, because that's all it really takes. You just wanting it bad enough in order to figure out how to get it. And whichever way you have to go to get it, as long as it's for the betterment of yourself and your generations and offspring to come, then that's what it is. Okay? Don't matter. So do what you got to do, and don't feel like you're breaking some type of rule, because if that's how you have to get there, that's how you got to get there. Don't matter. Okay. A lot of people would rather stay where they are than to break one rule, and those rules are put in place for exactly that reason, for you to stay where you at. Okay. So just remember that those rules are not for your rise or your greater good. They are there to keep you there where you are. So that's why they have to be broken. And you are manifesting the life you want for yourself. Good for you. That's what it's all about. So all is fair. If you have to do exactly what I teach in order to get the life you want, if you have to see other people behind other people's back, if you have to see more than one person at the same time, if you gotta go get you a sugar daddy because your dusty can't do nothing for you, then by any means necessary, go get it, baby. It's going to make your life way better so that you can have what you want, and give the things to, like, whenever you have kids, to them, and so you don't stay where you're at. It's kind of like moving up, leveling up, literally. And that's why I say you have to treat this like a career. It's not just a relationship. It's a career. It's a life career, So that's why you have to treat it like this. And you can't be scared. You can't be, oh, well, I don't want to do that because then people say it's wrong, or, da, da, da. Okay, well, those people are not in your situation. And maybe if they were, they might do it. Okay. You're tired of being ghosted. I'm leveling up more than it. Good for you. Sure, I'm seeing this guy, he pays everything, but he is not a legal citizen. Any tip? I don't have any tips for that. That's up to you. He's probably trying to get you to marry him. So that's why you have to make sure that you don't get confused. And a lot of women start to feel guilt because they're breaking out. That guilt is just a sign that you're breaking out of your brainwashing. The guilt is a sign. It's almost like it's a speed bump to when you start breaking out of those molds and old ways of thinking. It's a speed bump to kind of put you back and slow you down. But if you get over those speed bumps, and eventually you're going to get onto like a street where there's no speed bumps, and you're going to be going faster and getting somewhere faster. And so those speed bumps should not deter you. You just get over them, get over that hump. And once you're out of that parking lot or whatever the speed bumps were at, everything starts to happen fast. And then once your life starts changing for the better, you'll understand why those rules were set on you. Because think about it, women, and this advice goes to men too, in like different circumstances, career or whatnot. But for women, for a long time they weren't able to work and all that kind of stuff. But now that we can, everything's fair in that department, almost. But as far as relationships are concerned, women can get rich faster than men because they can marry into money. So that's another way to slow down the wealth of women, is by putting rules on them. Because eventually, if a woman marries well, eventually she's going to get some of that money. That wealth is going to go to her. If her spouse or husband dies, that money goes to her and her children. If she has daughters, it goes to women. So women can get rich a lot faster, which means power. The more power you have, the more money you have, the more power you have. So the reason why people oppress women and put all these double standard and rules on them is to keep their wealth low. Thank you, Lola. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sheila, how do you tell men? How do you tell a man to contact you later when he's serious? You said it before, but I can't find the video. Huh? I mean, I don't understand the question. Is it a new man, an old man? Did you just meet him? Like, honestly, you just tell him to call you later. And if he don't want to. I mean, I need more details. Y'all don't give me no details. But thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Just tell him to call you back. That's why I'm trying to take a shortcut using my pretty privilege. Yes. So the shortcuts in, your hidden your hidden motives and stuff like that, that's what they're for. It's called strategy. Okay. And so when you use the strategy, you're also improving how you play this game, and you get smarter and smarter. A lot of people ask me how I know all this stuff. Is because I have strategy and I play the game, and I don't let few speed bumps get in my way. If you want something, go get it. If you want somebody, figure out how to do it strategically. A lot of people mess up by trying to speed over the speed bumps, or take an alternative route, or they get lost. And I'm using these metaphors because they don't listen. They don't read the signs. They don't pay attention in class. So they don't know how to drive correctly. Okay. Thank you, Barbie. You have a date. Old rich man, balding. You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. So when you don't listen, and when you don't pay attention, and when you don't take notes, and when you don't understand what you're doing, you're going to mess up, and you're going to learn those lessons. And a lot of ladies are doing that right now. Okay. Because they won't listen. And eventually they're going to get tired of messing up, striking out, getting ghosted, getting flat tires from trying to speed over speed bumps. And when they finally get tired of it, they're going to start to listen very carefully and understand what I am saying. And what I'm saying is, you need strategy, period. There is no secret formula. You just need strategy. There is no one answer for every situation. You need strategy. Okay. If you are not strategic in your thinking, you will fail. You will not get the life you want. You have to play the game. Most men are very good at strategy. Okay. Women are not very good at strategy when they're not doing it on purpose. This is why you have to do it on purpose. You have to have the strategy on purpose. If you don't have the strategy on purpose, you're going to look stupid and you're going to fail at what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. So, this is why I always tell you guys to get you a notebook, because you still won't listen, and write down everything that you need to do and say when you're out on a date, when you're freestyling, whatever. Because if you're trying to come up with stuff off the top of your head and you have no game or no strategy, it's going to be terrible unless you are naturally strategic. Okay? And most of the women are not naturally strategic because they don't even know how to lie. If you don't even know how to lie correct, you're not strategic. So if you have problems lying, you need to get you like 5 notebooks and write down 5 different stories and 5 different forms of strategy that you need to use on a daily basis when you talk to people, when you meet people, when you go out on dates or whatever. Okay? Lie. L-I-E. Tell a fib. Story. Say something that is not true. Lie. You don't even know how to lie. If you can't lie, then you don't know how to strategize. Okay? You said your lies have lies? That's great. That's a good strategy. So, make sure you understand how to do this. If you have a problem with lying, then slow down because you're about to get over a speed bump, okay? You slow down and take your time, get over that speed bump. But once you're over that speed bump and you understand why lying is necessary, then you can, continue on your level up, your mental level up. Lying is necessary in every situation. Okay? Just understand that. Right. You said if you can't lie, you're lying to yourself. Exactly. If you can't lie, you're lying to yourself. So if you can't lie, you're lying to yourself. That's correct. That's funny. Men have been lying for centuries, so that's why it's easy for them. Exactly. Most of the things that you learned in school and memorized and think is true are lies. How most of the things that you have studied, memorized, took a test on, was tested on, was rated on are lies. How good can you remember a lie? How good can you memorize a lie? Well, if you memorize a lie for society, why can't you do it for yourself? If you excelled by reciting lies and remembering lies and writing down lies, why can't you do that for yourself to get somewhere? Okay. So that's what I feel. And I feel that most people will understand that once it's explained. So here you go. All right. So create your own version of the life that you desire. And it doesn't have to be true. It just has to sound true and feel true. And then it will be true to that person. And that's your strategy. Okay. Thank you, baby dolls. This guy told me you have to take change my way, thinking of listen back. Wait, okay. This guy told me I have to change my way of thinking and said this ain't back in the day anymore, and women need to still do things for themselves and not always depend on a man for everything. Thank you, baby doll. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, my strategy would be just to get 2 men, and then you won't depend on 1 man for everything. You'll depend on 2 men or 3 men for everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And through those men, you can build your own. Okay. For free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Strategy, baby. Mhm. Um, tell him you working hard at your part-time receptionist job, getting paid. Okay. To me, when a man says that, it means go get you another man because I can't do everything for you because I don't have enough for you. So you need another man. What to do when you lie but get serious and they will see that you were lying? Tell them. Then you have to have a lie for the lie. I keep telling you guys this. Strategy means having a lie for your lie. When you get caught, I mean, strategy is lying and then saying, okay, well, if they find out the truth, then what can I say? So usually they stop there because now they think they have the truth. Okay. So they won't look any further. They'll be like, okay, well, she came clean, but you really didn't come clean. You just came with another lie that sounded clean. So strategy is that. Make sure you understand that. And that's with anything in life. That's with anything, not just relationships or getting the lifestyle you want. That's with anything. And the reason why I say this, and a lot of people I know were raised to have moral standards, but whose morals are they? Okay, whose morals were they? Were they the morals of people that have your best interest in mind, or were they your personal own morals that you came to the conclusion of? So it just depends. Hmm. My story is whichever one I make up to tell someone at the time, but um, like I said, I fell in love when I was a teenager, and that's when I suggest most people fall in love when they're young. But when they get a little bit older, they need to grow in love. Okay. And when you grow in love, when you keep growing in love, you get way more because you're not stupid and you have more knowledge and you're less likely to make mistakes if you grow in love because the person that's loving you loves you more and they add to you and they keep adding to you. And so when they keep adding to you, you keep growing in love. And once you keep growing in love, that love is strong and it has a foundation and it doesn't fizzle out and it's not fake or phony or under false pretenses. It's not lust. Okay? It's not luster. It's not fake. It's not, you know, something that you were told about and experienced and thought it was real, and now you're stuck in a marriage or you're stuck in a long-term relationship with kids with something that wasn't real. And now you're like, oh my goodness, what do I do now? I'm with a dusty. I'm with someone that I fell in love with, but now I can't grow in love anymore because because he can't lift me back up because I fell. Okay, then you have to go get you a sugar daddy to lift you back up. Someone you don't even love in the first place. They gotta lift your butt right back on up because you fell in love with someone who couldn't lift you up because you weren't thinking right because you were young and stupid. So that's why I'm here to help you figure it out. And I think I'm going to help a lot of people figure it out before they make that mistake. All right. Okay. Yep. Scarlett said her prisoner only sent her books. Money is the foundation that is necessary before commitment. Yep, it sure is. Um, I'm t- Why are dusties so fertile? Because their sperm feels lucky to have some because they know they broke. Okay. What to say to men who don't understand why I am not married and 29 years old, because a lot of men are following men. Beautiful. Just tell them they can't afford you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I haven't met a man yet that could afford me. That's why I ain't married. Shoot, I ain't been married. Nobody broke. And y'all finna pay for everything. So if y'all ain't about to do that, I ain't about to get married. Period. I'm not married because I haven't found anyone who's going to be a total provider for me and give me the lifestyle that I desire. So I feel like, why should I take myself off the shelf for someone who's not going to value me? Because you see, a lot of people get married just because people keep pressuring them to marry, and then they end up having to go get another man while they married so they can have the life they want. So what's the point? Just choose the right type of man, and marriage will be no problem. Mhm. Tips on how to stay positive and inspired to completely level up while busy working and taking care of my family. Put some of that responsibility on someone else. Okay. How old is your family? Can they take care of themselves? If you teach them how, could they do it? So where they don't need you as much? Are your kids old enough to do a little bit for themselves? Hmm. That's what I do. Shoot. Whenever I do something, I bring my kids in and teach them how to do it, so I don't have to keep doing it. Like, look, y'all better pay attention, because if I can't do it. This is what y'all got to do. Okay, this is what you do. I teach them a couple of times so they got it, and I have to do less, way less. My mom had to pay for my dad. He went into debt, and she had to go in her savings and keep the house. It's sad. He doesn't appreciate her. Well, that's sad, but always get someone who can add to you. And when they stop adding to you and they start taking from you, it's time to either get somebody else or it's time to let that one go, because they're going to destroy you. Okay. Um, get somebody else. You gotta, if they're not adding to you, someone else needs to add to you. Okay. And that's just how it is. Um, and it doesn't matter about loyalty. People can stay loyal and get someone else to add to them at the same time, You can be like, oh, but they've been together for 30 years. Well, that's fine. Bring somebody new in. Because if that one ain't adding, somebody else need to be adding. Just because the loyalty doesn't stop the need of financial things. So a lot of married women, especially on my channel, they have sugar daddies. They got alternative resources, plan Bs, whatever you want to call them. Okay. So don't let those speed bumps stop you from getting the lifestyle that you desire. Loyalty, women are more loyal than men. Loyalty has nothing to do, and let me explain this to you. Loyalty has nothing to do with your needs. I'll repeat that. Loyalty has nothing to do with your needs. Okay? Let that sink in for 2 seconds. So, loyalty is sticking by someone who needs you, who you made a vow to, right? or who you just friends with. So if your husband vowed to take care of you, he can't do it no more, then he's not loyal to you. Okay? He's not being loyal to you. So you have to go and be loyal to yourself at that point. Okay? Should you outrightly tell your sugar daddy that you want money from him? You need strategy, baby. Do you outrightly go and apply for a job and say, look, I'm not going to be doing much work. I'm just going to pretend to be doing work and just get paid. I'll probably come in late 3 times a week. No, you don't say that on an interview. It's called strategy. Okay. Y'all need to go watch my videos and get the strategy. The strategy is the game. Okay. Strategy is mostly lies made up to achieve the goal. Thank you, Beanie Boo. Dreams. How do I stop my brain from caring as an impact? Ask yourself, is that person caring about you? Okay. Ask yourself, is that person caring about me at the same time I'm caring about them? The answer is probably going to be no. And then you'll see how foolish it is. Okay. You just need to retrain yourself to empathize with yourself versus someone else who's not empathizing with you. Okay. You can't empathize with people who won't empathize for you unless you want to be taken advantage of. My mom destroyed her own finances for my dad, but she's bitter and resentful of him because being a martyr doesn't work. Well, if you're the only thing about being a martyr is that someone can say, "Oh, he or she did that and it was great," but you could have lived a better life instead. I would rather hear somebody saying, "Oh, my mom got everything she wanted. She's living the best life ever. She can even give to other people. She has so much." She can even give to other people, teach other people so that they don't, live in martyrdom. Oh, well, that's a good woman. Oh, she died poor, but she was good. Okay, and people forget that unless, you're iconolized, icon drawn, like, how they have like those big murals. Is your dad gonna draw a big mural of your mom on the wall? Are y'all gonna lift her up forever because she sacrificed herself? No. People are going to forget that, and she's just going to be lost, and she could have had that life, but she didn't get it because she was too busy being loyal to that man who was not doing his job. So I would never sacrifice myself as a woman to anybody except for my kids, but not no man. And my kids only to a certain extent. Only to a certain extent. Not all the way. Because at one time or another, they'll grow up and they'll be responsible for themselves. No matter what I try, I can't stop from being attracted to fly, good-looking young guys who are probably dusty help. You can be attracted to anybody you like, but who are you going to, create something with? You can't create with nothing. You can't create with no. The only thing you can create with dust is more dusties. Okay. You need some money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't let your eyes fool you. Don't let looks are deceiving in men. If those looks don't match his bank account, then they not real. Where's the balance? Okay. Those looks are because the other side of the scale is empty, baby. They're, you see a cute guy, who you start fantasizing and like, oh, they're so attractive. But what happens when the bills come? Uh, it's not gonna be too attractive then, is he? Thank you, Mother Earth, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I appreciate that. So yeah, by any way you can, get what you need. If whatever situation that you're in right now, you can strategize in order to increase your lifestyle and your level up. But you just have to do it. You just have to figure it out and you have to just go do it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. And, if you're very young, have your fun until you're ready. Have your fun until you get ready to do this for real. Until you're not fooled by your eyes, until you're not fooled anymore. Hmm. Why is the Black community backwards and women don't look for the providers? Because they were brainwashed to not look for providers. Okay. Through media, through music, through all of that. It's to make sure that you don't get comfortable and free enough to create the life in the world that you desire. So that's why you have to have your own mindset. Own mindset. Um, I create the world I desire because I listen to it. I listen to the music and I see the media and I laugh. And I label every stereotype in every movie. I'm like, oh, there go Pig Misha. And y'all know they always make the gold digger or the chick that's all about the money the villain. Okay, well that's why I always say I'm the villain. Okay, because always I get what I want, and I laugh about it at others who can't. Yeah. But the villain is also a teacher. The teacher will teach the ones who call her villain how to get what she got. So who's really the villain? The villain will try to give you advice. The villain will teach through example on the movies. That's the gold digger. She ain't no good. She just using him. Okay, but look at her and look at you. Look at her lifestyle. Look at yours. Who really getting used? On those, the woman is getting used. Okay, it's not about who's using who. The woman been getting used. Well, I don't understand why you have to. Well, the man has to have money to be with the woman, and why she just can't love him for him. Da, 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 da. Well, because a long, long, long time ago, in order for a man to sleep with you, he would have to marry you. But somehow, it women started saying, "Oh, well, we'll give it up free as long as he says he loves me." But still, you got nothing in return except for children that they may or may not want to take care of. So at the end of the day, the villain, the gold digger, is the smart one and the winner. Okay. So in a lot of movies, you'll see this scenario, but I say embrace that villain because that same character and that same villain is the average normal chick on different types of movies. She starts off that way with the lifestyle. Okay. Anyway, what age do you think you think it's okay to join the game? When you are over looks and only about self and lifestyle and achieving what you want. When you're over looks and how somebody look, that's when it's time for the game. I mean, you can practice the game anytime, but if you want to win it, you got to have strategy. You know, you can't let looks get in your way of winning the game. Looks in a man, anyway. Um. Mhm. May I approach her if she has a husband? Sure, why not? Men do it all the time. All is fair in love and war. That's why if she got a husband, he better keep her happy because men will approach. Mhm. Okay. That's why the husband got to stay good, got to stay providing, got to stay where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to be doing. Because at any time, someone can come on steal your woman or steal your man. At any time. So this is why I say all is fair in love and war. Because if you fall off and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, somebody else is waiting to do it. Period. Mhm. Mhm. So I work around married doctors who flirt with me often. Good. Yeah. Y'all keep thinking married means off limits. No, it don't. Married does not mean off limits. I don't know who lied to y'all. Married simply means they are in a contract in a situation together. And if the things in that contract are no longer, being met, then they break that contract or they outsource a contractor, depending on the relationship. You see? So it's a business. Marriage is a business. It's not what you think it is. If the person is not fulfilling the needs in a marriage, you can go out and contract other people to fulfill the need, or like for the divorce, you can get out of that contract, which is a divorce, and go find something else or go do something else. Be a free agent until you sign another contract or get another marriage. So if you have a contract with a landlord and they're not coming in to fix the leaky roof or fix the toilet or fix the shower, you still gonna be paying rent? No, you're not. Either you're gonna move and get another place to live, or you're gonna make that landlord do what he's supposed to do or not pay the rent. But either way, if you still pay the rent and not getting anything fixed and everything's broken, then you're stupid. Okay? It's not smart. It's giving more than you're receiving. You could be getting way more somewhere else for less or the same price. So please. Hmm. Think about it. Don't be dumb. You are supposed to not get caught. Then you don't have to worry about alimony. I collect from husband and roster. Thank you, Desiree Sprinkle Sprinkle. I have a provider man, but he doesn't pay attention to me. He always is on his phone. He claims at work. Arguments. Okay, here's the thing. Um, if I were a man, thank you for the donation, Desiree. If I were a man and I'm giving money to a woman, how am I supposed to give you money if I can't earn my money? Thank you, good dive for sprinkle sprinkle. Y'all want a man with money to act like a dusty and give you all his time and attention. A man that has a lot of money Don't have no time, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You learn it and embrace it and make something up for yourself to do, or in your mind, or plan what you're going to do tomorrow while he's taking care of his business. Because at the end of the day, he could be all up under you for 24 hours a day, but have no money. And then you end up have to provide for him. Okay. So a busy man, rich man is a busy man. Okay. Someone said freestyle at church. Y'all are silly. Someone says close your legs to married men. Don't be crying when someone mess with your husband. You know what? The thing about that is people are going to do what they want to do, whether it's karma or not. You think by being a good, wholesome, good woman and not sleeping with nobody's husband is going to keep your husband from cheating? That don't make no good kind of sense. Okay? Because if he want to cheat, he going to cheat. So that's stupid. Ask how many good, wholesome women got cheated on. What was that karma? Just in case she cheated? Okay? No, that's one of them speed bumps I was talking about. Karma is a speed bump. Get over it slowly and then go get you what you want. The reason I say this is because it happens all the time. Men know this. Men, when they get married, they don't care about no commitment. If they see something they want, they're going to go get it. That's why all the women in here always ask me, why do married men always approach me? And half of y'all sugar daddies, 90%, I ain't gonna say half, 70% of y'all sugar daddies are married. Right? But those married men are providing and getting you to that next level, to the lifestyle that you desire. And whatever you choose to do with your life is up to you. Thank you, Godiva. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So at the end of the day, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my plans, my strategy. Because if my strategy and my plans don't include certain things, then I don't include them. I don't include karma in my plans. I include my plan. Look, if A to get to B, B to get to C. If you cheat, oh well, I don't care. That's not even the main goal. The main goal is getting the lifestyle, passing the money on to my kids, making sure when they leave school, they have several businesses and never work for anybody if they don't want to. That's my main goal. I don't care if he's cheating. Of course, I got an older man, so he always at home. But if I had a man who was out there doing that, I don't care. He's only a way to get to the lifestyle that I desire. You see, he's only a way to give my children a huge leap forward. Okay, I don't care what he gonna do. I might do something too, so who cares? And that's how you have to think to get where you need to go. Okay. A lot of people always talk about, generational curses or poverty mind. That's because they won't get over that speed bump and they stay stuck exactly where they are, and they pass the same knowledge on to their kids and the same little measly $200 left in the bank account after they die to their little kids, and to their kids who probably go and buy some alcohol with it or some weed and smoke and get drunk after the funeral. Okay. That's not leaving people anything. That's not leaving a legacy. That's not building a legacy. That's repeating a cycle. And so a lot of people will get stuck in that cycle, and their obituary will say, oh, it was a good woman. She was faithful. She worked and took care of the man. And when he didn't have no job. Okay. That's a nice story to tell, but look where you still are. Okay. No, I'm finna go get what I need to get at the end of the day, so I don't have to tell them sad stories anymore. And neither do my kids or my grandkids. I ain't got to tell them sad stories anymore. All right. So do what you got to do. All is fair in love and war. If you don't understand that, you already lost the game. Period. Um, there's a saying that says, what a fool does in the end, a wise man does from the start. I think that was Warren Buffett. Yes. This means don't wait till it's too late. You should have been doing that from the start. Okay. Don't get into a relationship and try to be all, in love and, with a Dusty and he's cute. And then you wind up realizing I was right. I tried to give you some knowledge. And now, you wake up and 20 years later and your life is not what you wanted. Well, and now you're trying to level up and find a man, but all the men that you think you should be with, you're too old for now. Now you got to go for the super old man because now that's what's going to give to you. So you should have done that from the start. You should have gone for the money from the start. Thank you, Desiree Sprinkle Sprinkle. It doesn't bother me that he works a lot. I understand he's not present in the relationship to me. He looks at every young tail he sees. And, okay, but are you getting your money? What you doing with your life? Like, here's my thing, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, Desiree. If you got with him for him to give you attention, if you got with him to love you and to make you feel special, then that's your bad. That's your mistake. You know what I'm saying? If you want to spend time with someone, go find someone to spend time with, baby. Because obviously he doesn't have the time for you, but he does have the money for you. So I will continue taking that money. And if you really need validation from somebody and time spent and to feel loved and valued, go find someone that wants to do that for you. At the end of the day, you're where you want to be. And if you dump him, if you can find someone else to do what he does and spend time with you, then great. But at least go look for that while you're with him. Don't complain about it. Go do something about it, If he's not spending enough time with you, go find someone who has more time and the same amount of money or more. Problem solved. Okay, you know what you don't want, what you do want. So make that note. Go out and find someone that makes more money for working less, or is present in the relationship, or that likes you more than you like them. Okay, go get the target correct. You have the wrong target, but he's paying, so don't leave yet until you find the right target. Okay, go find someone that's going to like you way more, spend time with you more, and give you money on his dime. Do it on his dime. Okay. So, what to do with a man provider who makes pressure on me to not speak to other men? I don't want to marry him. What do you do to continue to have his money? Lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I get with a retired athlete, he would have to still be in the sports field, or I would love to date a retired athlete that's now a police officer or in the military. Okay. To be unbothered takes work. To not care takes work. It does. And the reason that it takes work is because it took work to get you bothered in the first place. It took work to get you it took work to get you to care. So it's going to take work to stop getting you to care. Think about a kid. Think about when you were a child. You didn't care like that about people until you were brainwashed to. I'll repeat that. When you were a child, you weren't taught to, you were not like that until you were taught to be like that. If you took a child and put them out where there was no influence and they were raised in a small, little town and they didn't see movies, they didn't hear music that's modern, you took all that away, a woman would not be that crazy and care that much because she won't see someone else doing that to influence her to do that. She will use the knowledge that she has and the desires that she wants in life to move forward. She would not be acting a fool because she saw it in a movie and she thinks that's what she's supposed to do. She'd be like, okay, well, I like that nice cabin over there that this lady has. Her husband has a good job or he builds cabins. So when I get to the age to marry, I want a big cabin man who could build me a big old cabin. I want little shack man over there. He cute. But when I went to visit that lady that lived in that shack, it stank. It was leaking, but I guess that's the sacrifice she made. But I don't really care. I like the house more than the man. Okay, this is how they did back in the old days. They pushed their daughters and stuff to marry for money so they could have nice things. So the parent wouldn't have to go and rescue the child because she picked 6-pack with a shack instead of, big, beer belly giant cabin. Okay. Shoot, that belly, good luck, rub on it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So women really saw how things were. But now that we have TV and stuff, and you see like the woman falling in love with the broke man and taking care of him, or falling in love and being poor, but at least I'm in love. They don't show you 10 years later. They don't show you 15 years later. The story don't end because you holding hands and kissing, but you poor. The story ends when them bills come and y'all looking at each other and the eviction notice is on the door, okay? They don't show y'all all of that. So, be smart. Don't be dumb. If you even go back to the ancient days, the woman picked the man that had the most, not the least. Didn't matter what he looked like. She knew back in the old days before they had grocery stores and stuff. She had to pick a man that was about his life. She was like, okay, well, when the season or ends, or we can't get no more food, or when it get cold, I'm gonna need a man that can stock up and keep the firewood coming, A, B, C, and D. Otherwise we're gonna freeze and die and starve. So women are naturally selective about the type of men they chose because it would mean life or death for their family. And it still does today, but people don't realize it. And they sitting over there picking the weakest link because he look good. Oh, give me the weakest link because he look good. Thank you. Then you wonder why your stuff ain't working. Stuff is broken and messed up because you chose the weakest link. Okay. The weakest link always looks good, so it could get chosen. It's fool's gold, baby. Okay. Well, I outrightly told my sugar daddy I want money from him. How do I do? To solve it, you need to go get another sugar daddy, unless that sugar daddy likes you way, way, way more and he's going to give it to you. You should even have to mention money to no man. They should just be giving it to you because you picked the right target. And I keep telling y'all this. If he's not offering it, wrong target. Go get another one. Wrong target. He's not, wrong target. If he didn't offer you money, wrong target. Y'all don't go get a sugar daddy. They make themselves sugar daddies for you. You know what I mean? You can't create a sugar daddy. Only a sugar daddy can create a sugar baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Understand? You can't create a sugar daddy. A sugar daddy can only create a sugar baby. Understand? There you go. That means if he sees that he likes you, he knows you're in need, he's going to sprinkle you with some money. If he likes you more, what is your role as a level up woman in your marriage? Do you cook and clean, or do you have servants? I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Okay. My maid just left. um, so yes, I wouldn't call them servants. I would call them employees or contractors or a service. Yes. The role that I play is to stay leveled up at all times with what I was given to level up. Because if I waste it away, then it was all for nothing. And I teach other people how to do it. So people can level up as high as they desire. People will take different roles in their level up. They just might level up enough to do what they really enjoy doing. Some people want to level up to this, high status and whatever. Some people want to level up to date famous people. It's whatever you choose and what you want, then that's what you need to go for, Go for it. This is also the same woman that told us natural hair is not leveled up. I like either. Well, it's not leveled up to some people. To some people it is. Everybody has a different way of looking at things. So for some people, they may want natural hair. They may like natural hair. They may want a sugar baby with natural hair. But if we're playing the numbers game, if we're playing the odds, and we're trying to do things in a certain amount of time, and we're trying to get stuff done, we're going to go for what odds are in our favor at the end of the day. It's good business. I told you to treat it like a business. Then when you got your money, or you got whatever you desire, whatever you want, you could do whatever you want at the end of the day, whatever you like. Because you won't really need them anymore because you got the lifestyle that you desire. Right? Natural hair means low maintenance. Low maintenance equals dusty. Exactly. Here's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't really understand things on a certain level of, and so they only see things on a surface level. And when you only see things on a surface level, you don't understand why things are a certain way. And in order to beat the game, you have to play the game. Okay? You got to play the game to beat it. You can't try to win at the game with no strategy. Okay? You need the strategy. And the strategy is to get what you need and then do what you got to do. It's kind of like the music industry. People have to get in order to make way for the other people to get in. It's like if there was no Michael Jackson, if there was no, certain people in the industry, we wouldn't have all the artists that we have today. So once you get in the door, do whatever you want. Once most people have wealth, once most people with natural hair have wealth, then that will be the standard. But first, you have to get in and take over before, that's just the strategy. But if you're only living for yourself for today and not thinking about the future or, other people, that's fine, But there are women that understand it on a larger level, and they go in for the, a different reason. Mm-hmm. Do you still wear them high heels to strengthen them calf muscles? I wore heels yesterday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Black October says he likes natural hair. He's far from broke. So there you go. But is he going to be a sugar daddy? Is he going to be the generous type? Is he going to buy you a car and he's going to give you thousands of dollars each month? Okay. I did what you advised. Option 2. Now he's texting me, want to take me on vacation. Well, get all your vacation expense prior to vacation expenses ready and get paid before you go on vacation. You got to put those dogs in the kennel. You got to be paid for taking off of work. You need that parking money to park your car. So, to each their own. It doesn't bother me. I'm not team natural or team weave or wig. I'm team win, period. Do what you got to do. I don't care. Whatever makes you get the most, go do it. Okay? Look, whichever one gets you the most money, that's what team you need to be on. Unless you're not about the money, but you're about something else, then that's what you're in that relationship for. Right. If you're married and you have the need to have a roster, you need it. You need it all wrong, baby. That's true. But sometimes people marry before they know the game. Team money, baby. So whatever your hair look like on the winning team, getting the most money, then more power to you. What do you say to a man that expects 50-50? Nothing, because I'm not talking to him anymore. Hope you find what you're looking for. Bye. Hope you find a good roommate. What would you say? Yeah. What would you say to people who say that being a trophy wife is not a real job or realistic? It pays more than a real job. That's what I would tell them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So am I agreeing with the white standard of beauty? No, I'm not. I'm not agreeing with anything. I'm agreeing with some money. Because under this wig is natural hair. But that bank account money and that money in the bank is real. Okay? And once my money grows and I can hand my children who have natural hair 3 businesses and they never have to work for anybody ever, and they come out high school paid, they can wear their hair however they like and do whatever they want to do. Okay? Lift your wellness. Yes, sure, I hear you. We got to get in first. It's a chess, not checkers. I share with you almost every woman I meet. Thanks to you, I got a provider who loves me. All my hairstyles. He's a jeweler. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Get your jewelry on. So, yeah, my kids can wear their hair however they desire. They don't have to meet anybody's standards because they'll have 3 businesses. You know. So because it's the strategy of their mother. I think for the long run, not today. I understand a lot of stuff, and it doesn't matter what I agree with. It matters what agrees with my bank account and what I can pass on to my children so they can do whatever they want to do. Okay. Whatever they want to do, they'll be the freest. I'm free, but they'll be the freest. What if a woman don't want kids? Can a man still want them? Yeah, to marry an old man, girl. Why y'all keep asking me that? If you marry an old man, he already got kids and they grown and they have their own family. So you don't have to worry about getting no kids. Just marry an old man. If you marry a young man, he gonna want to have kids. So go get you an old one. Old men already have kids. So you're good. Somebody said triggered by my honesty. I'm just keeping everything like as best as I can explain it. I don't think that I think whatever tools you have in your tool chest, you can use them to fill your bank account, to build your family, to build your legacy. Use them tools. Okay. Every man is stepping stone. Jackie O came from money and still made sure every man had more. Well, she was done. Can you do Sure, is it better to have wavy hair or straight hair to attract wealthy men? Whichever one gets you the most. Post a picture on Instagram and see which one get the most likes, and look at the people who like them. See if they rich or poor. Go look around at the Instagram. Do your own experiments and go see. Do them experiments and see if see the likes versus see how many DMs you get per hairstyle. Girl, do the stats. Just because now here's the thing about being politically correct. Politically correct is not always what is. You see, it's what should be, but it's not what is. So y'all have to understand that. It's what should be and what could be, but it's not what is. So if you're trying to live politically correct and it's not time yet, then you're not going to get all that you can get. You're going to be living in a thought, and you're not going to understand what really is, and you're not going to be able to reap all the benefits or get or reach the highest level of income via whoever, sugar daddy or whatnot, the opportunities, because you're living in a politically correct way of thinking, but the world has not gotten there yet. So that's the strategy that's the strategy that people also throw out to slow you down. If you think about it, that's the strategy that people throw out to slow you down. Oh, politically correctness, that only slows you down. Think of all the people who are not politically correct that are famous. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Monique. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get your baby father to give me money now that I'm back with him? He pays my bills but doesn't talk to me anymore. And when he does, he just calls me out my name because I left. Put him on child support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go get him on child support. Bet you he'll call you your name then. Or maybe not. But you'll have some money. Child support. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, after being in flow with children, I realized that we take life too serious. It's only, yeah, we do. If I see you guys in real life, I hope you'd be talking and living the same as you are now behind this keyboard. Well, I think a lot of people talk, they may be trying to live the life, they may be working towards it, but at the same time, what if you're not living the life you want, are you even on the path to get it? If you're not on the path to the life you want, but a lot of the people are on the path and they're talking or whatever, at least they're on the path. That's what I would say. So just get on the path is the main the main idea. Get on the path. You would love to see a day of life of me. I'll wake up, get dressed, take my kids to school, come home, do my makeup, do my hair, check my Instagram, do my online orders, emails, and then I get on here and talk to you guys. Then I go pick up my kids. We go out to eat. So, I don't really cook, but we go out to eat all the time. Come back home, read, watch TV, do something with the kids. Just normal life. That's a day in my life. Mhm. Do I suggest getting a sugar daddy or into an actual relationship that results in marriage? It depends on what you want. hmm What do you want? Because sometimes a sugar daddy can end up as a husband. Um, sure. How do you know that you have fully leveled up? Well, you can always keep going. No, when you died and you gone to the upper room, that's when you've leveled up out of this life. But every day you should be improving or trying to improve, maintain, and keep moving in a forward direction. But you'll know after you die. Every day is supposed to keep going. All right. That could also just mean maintaining what you're happy with, making improvements, always leaving things open for improvement. If you are not improving, just don't go backwards. That's the main goal. hmm Just keep moving forward. Don't ever go backwards in the level up. I want no budget. only met 2 men that can give me a no-budget lifestyle. Whoever proposes first gets the honey bun. Okay, Cece, that's what I'm talking about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, I respect you. We are not the same. Everyone is different. Everyone has authority in different aspects in their life. That is beautiful. That's true. And everyone has different strategies to get what they want to. But at the end of the day, does everybody have what they want? Is everybody happy? Then that's the goal. You know, however you get there, whatever you need to do by any means necessary. If it gets you there, wonderful. Bye, Marcus. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he got a meeting. If someone is actively trying to destroy you, does that justify it? If someone is actively trying to destroy you, you have to understand why. Why are they targeting you? What is it about you that makes them want to destroy you? So figure it out. Why do they try to destroy me? What is it about me that they don't like? Do I make them? It's usually because you make them feel some type of way about themselves and they refuse to look at themselves and change themselves. So they want to destroy you because you are forcing them to look at themselves. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So the best thing to do is to either level up so far that you are no longer in their lives. You know what I mean? Level up so far that they are no longer relevant or in your lives. And they will stop trying to destroy you once you're out of their eye view. Once you're out of their peripheral. Because they can go back to being what they are without a threat of having to face themselves. Okay? And that's truth. Only people that try to destroy you is when you make them challenge themselves when they didn't want to. Okay. That's why cutting them off is important. That's right. When you start to level up and you start to see those people start acting destructive towards you, get rid of them because it's only going to grow. It's kind of like it's kind of like this. It's kind of like those are like, it's kind of like the Matrix. It's kind of like Neo. You know, when he was doing his little job, working on his little computer job, those agents were never a problem. Okay? Never. But once he started leveling up and mentally and, you know, knowing the truth and stuff, here come the agents. Okay? Rising up out of, you know, regular old people. And so at the end, Neo's like, look, I'm tired of running it from y'all haters. The agents are the haters. So he said, and threw their little bullets down. So he stood around and he faced them. And then they started running because they didn't want to face him because they would have to face themselves. So they ran. And that's what you have to do when you start rising up and leveling up. Those agents are going to start to appear and people, they're going to turn into people just like on the Matrix. They're going to turn into them people. Uh-oh, get her. She's leveling up too far. We got to pull her back down. Agent's going to turn into your best friend. Your best friend going to turn into the agent. Your mama going to turn into the agent. Just like on the Matrix. So somebody going to turn into the agents. You just have to understand that and just go. Just keep going up. Oh, well, bye. See y'all later. The agents change shapes and forms and people. That's right. So that's why I don't take it personally, because I know it's not about me. It's about them. It's not about, I'm not doing anything wrong at all. It's about the system wanting to keep you at a certain level and you keep rising up. It's a speed bump. They want you to stop and go back instead of getting over the hump. And once you're over the humps, once you're over the speed bumps, they kind of just leave you alone and drift away. Or they come and try to learn and study at your feet. I don't know. Either way. Would you cut one of your children off if they did that? If they did what? I would never cut my children off. I would simply explain to them, like I'm explaining to you guys, and they would understand. I think most people don't have the words or the way to explain things to people for them to understand. And so that's what happens. But I have a way to explain it to them to where they could understand that it's not personal. It's like, I'm sorry, baby, it's not personal. I will always love you. But if you're not agreeing with me at this time, I'll always be here for you. But I still have to do what I gotta do. Thank you, Shira, for sharing your intellect. I feel blessed and have found you. Oh, may y'all. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Monique. Sprinkle. So I think when you have a way to explain something to people, it's kind of like that flash on Get Out. It'll wake them up. You'll be like, oh, I never thought of it like that. Thank you. Or they'll have to reflect and make peace with it because you've explained it so well. They will be a fool to argue with you. So they could be one of them churchgoers, pastor be in a church talking about the same thing. When you trying to rise up and people keep trying to drag you down and saying this and that about it, they're going to be the main ones saying amen, but be doing it to somebody. So that's why I'm saying they'll start to see themselves and they won't like it. They'll catch themselves and they won't like who they're becoming around you because they're not leveling up. They may go to church or they may watch a movie with the moral of the story, with the same situation, and they're going to make, the best friend who's trying to tear the other one down seem bad. The pastor's going to be at church talking about don't let them people pull you down, and then she's going to look at herself and say, that's what I do to my friend who's trying to level up. I don't need, and so she doesn't have to be the villain. She's not going to be around you anymore. You see? So she got to get away from you because you're turning her into the villain because she don't want to level up. And she's starting to see herself in the back end of those stories as the villain. So you got to go and out of the story so that she doesn't have anybody to be a villain with. See? Why do you think younger men aren't leveling up while more young women are working towards it? Because men don't have the same biological clock as women. Men have longer. They can take longer to build themselves because they don't have a time clock on when to have kids, when to get married, women do. So women have to level up fast, quick, get in so they can, relax. Women don't have the same type of time as men. Get in so you can have time. That's the best way. Get in while you're young so you can relax. Men get in at any time. So that's why they take their time. Sure, what is the ideal age gap for any? I would say any age where the man likes you more and pay out in bills, okay? Y'all know there's no age gap. There's no specific number. It's the one that likes you more that's going to pay out in bills and give you what you want. Okay? That's the one. That's the one you go for. because age doesn't matter. You can have an older man who looks better than you, or who thinks he looks better than you, and he won't give you a dime. You need the man that likes you more. And so, whatever age that is, whatever exterior that is, that's what's going to do it. Okay. How do you deal with jealousy? I still get jealous when the guy I date sees other women. I'm trying to level up. When he see other women, what you mean when he see, like when he's looking at them? Well, what if he was looking at other men? How would you feel then? I'll wait. If he was not a man and he could not look, he wouldn't have ever looked at you. Okay. That's like McDonald's saying, I don't want my customers to go to any other fast food restaurant, just only me. Well, how are they going to appreciate you if they don't know what other stuff tastes like? If they don't know what other stuff look like or smell like or walk or talk like, how are they going to appreciate? What are they going to compare you to? You're going to be ugly to them if there's nothing to compare you to. You're going to be average to them if there's nothing to compare you to. They may look to compare. You don't know why they're looking. They may look to admire certain things and then be like, oh, but my woman got a better booty than her, or my woman's, shoulders look better. You don't know what they're doing in their mind, but at the same time, they're comparing you to her. They're comparing. And the reason that they compare is to assure themselves that they got the best. And if you feel some type of way about that, and there's something that you need to work on, it's because you don't want to face that in yourself, to work on it. And I think most women that feel good and have high confidence about themselves, they don't care about their man looking, because they already where they know they good. You know what I'm saying? So work on yourself. Thank you, Jessica or Jessica. How about leveling up, not moving or staying the same equals moving backwards? Anyway, always and only move forward. Thank you, sure. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. So, like, that's why I don't get jealous. I'm like, what you gonna do? There ain't nobody you gonna replace me with. And if you do, I'll be proud of you. I'll be clapping, because it would be a miracle. Does James give me flowers? Yeah, all the time. I could never do that to my kids. Do it to your kids. If they're in love, y'all be the best. What? One for him, no matter. That's a lie. Y'all, Pick Mishas, y'all go start y'all channel and see how many people flock to y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all Pick Mishas, do not come in here and start giving advice, because we don't want no dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all can keep him. We don't want him, baby. He want us. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yeah, you shouldn't be jealous. You should just level up. Level up to the point where you are never going to ever be jealous again. Because you already know, if he lies and cheats on you or whatever, you can go get a better one. Not another one, but a better one. So you will always level up no matter what. Even if he cheat and leave, or you cheat and leave, you will always be leveling up, period. Either way, you're going to slide and level up. Look, that's why I say, if you believe in love and, being with somebody no matter what, then great. Wonderful. I have that with my kids. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said I have the true love. Da, da, da. See, y'all don't understand. I think a lot of people say, oh, I have true love. Yeah, I truly love myself, and I truly love my children. And my husband truly loves us. You understand how it works? Way more. Y'all have to understand. That's how it works. What do you exactly feel for your husband? I feel provided for, protected, loved, honored, admired, sought after, the object of his affection. That's what I feel. And through me getting to feel all those things through him is our marriage. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a form of manipulation. That's why it's called manipulation. You said that's not empowering. I'm not supposed to empower, baby. I'm not supposed to empower a man. Okay. Why do I have to empower a man? I don't understand. Think about royalty and the king and the queen. What does the queen do? She sits way back at, on her throne. If she has a king, he takes care of most of the work. She just sits there until he dies or she's needed. Okay. Why does it take a man longer to mature mentally and recognize their role? Because they have to learn the hard way. And like I said, their time is different than women's time. It takes them long because they have long. Real queens are the hand, and they actually hand all the affairs. Men don't know nothing. What? The hard way is going through life, making mistakes, and then realizing what they truly want, and then going to get it. I lost a dusty to a pick-me-show. Took me a long time to realize that was not a loss. Okay. It was a gain of your freedom to go get a better one. So, if you look at all of the situations that have happened to you, look at them in the opposite way. If you feel like it was something bad, look at it in the opposite way. Like she just said, did she really lose a dusty or did she gain her freedom to go get a better man? You'll have to start looking at it like that because a lot of people are so brainwashed and backwards. They think losing something that was taking something from them is a loss when it's not, it's a gain. If you lose something that was making you lose money or asking you for money or 50-50 or whatever, you didn't lose anything. You gained the potential opportunity to gain even more when you meet somebody better. You said a lot of men have lost their jobs and hence become a dusty. So what is the lesson in that for those men? They need to learn their lesson about that. Always have another stream of income, own your own business, and you can't lose no job because you will be the business. So I'm saying get the whole thing, leveling up, finding a better man. It's also finding a better way of thinking. Okay. Your thinking also levels up. Your priorities level up. Your mindset level up as far as you keep going. So you keep leveling up and keep leveling up. You're going to get to the mindset to where, oh, well, if he loses his job, then what? Well, then he starts a business instead of, oh, well, then I don't know. I guess I'll have to. No, he should have been having a business while he was working in the first place and building himself up on the side so he won't need a job. And the same thing to women, you should be doing the same thing. So you won't need a man. You might have one that pays all the bills, but while he's doing all that, you could be doing something too if you choose to, unless you have a stash or you're saving or you have your little backup plan or whatever you got going, then that's what you need to have going. But a smart person will always have more than they need and spend less, and they will gold dig and do what they got to do for certain reasons so that they can accomplish their goals in life. They won't worry about what people think, what's politically correct, what's this or that. As long as their goals being met, then that's pretty much all that matters. Because it's hard to win being politically correct unless you're paid to be politically correct. If my job was to be politically correct, I would do it. My job is not to be politically correct because you can't win in this game being politically correct. So people get confused to where it's good to be politically correct at. You don't apply it everywhere. You only apply it where it is beneficial to you. Okay. That's just like you have a seasoning. You don't apply certain seasoning to certain dishes, only the dishes that it will accentuate and add to. You don't put cumin in everything. Okay. It will taste nasty. You only put it in things that it's supposed to go in to bring out the flavor, to add and benefit. So politically correct doesn't go everywhere. You say you don't care what your dusty family think. You're gonna marry up, period. I want a nice house and I don't want my future children to struggle. Then that's what you gotta go do. They say that usually the black sheep of the family is the one that's breaking all the generational curses. Okay. Thank you, Ramona. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Auntie, love you. Shout out. SheRaSeven.com clothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. If your whole entire family has a problem with what you want, then that means you're doing something different, which means you're breaking some type of cycle or starting something new. And a lot of people are afraid of change. Okay. They want their family legacy to stay wherever it is, or they don't want you to be the one that had changed it because they didn't change it. They don't want you to have all the glory of saying, well, we lived, this way, but look at her house, then they'll be like comparing, So if you is who it takes to break out of that mold of what the cycle that your family has stayed in for generations, then go do it by all means. I wouldn't, like, if I was poor and my children found a way to leap a large distance from poverty into wealth, I would support them 100%. because they have knowledge that I don't, obviously. I wouldn't try to make them feel guilty or ask about certain things or, well, what about this or what about that? And I don't care. I'm glad you made it, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Not move mama in or buy mama a house or sprinkle mama bank account every once in a while, or send mama pictures or let mama brag on you or whatever, But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold my kids back if I can't give them something. That makes zero sense. I will never hold anybody back that I can't add to. So if you can't do like as a parent, if you can't do for your child whatever the opportunity that the child is getting ready to take, let them take it. Don't try to hold them back from it. That's stupid. I'm not doing that to my children, period. No, that's good. I think a lot of parents were brainwashed so bad that they're literally programmed to pull their children back into the cycle. Literally, they're programmed. If this don't work, then they'll pull out religion. If that don't work, they'll pull out, well, he might beat you if he got money. Or they'll pull out every stop. And then they'll try disowning you or not talking to you. They'll pull out every stop, some parents or some family members or some friends. But if it doesn't stop you and there's nothing else that they can do, then you win, period. You will always win if you don't allow people to stop you. If they keep pulling out excuses, that means, okay, here's the thing. If they keep pulling out excuses, that means they don't really have a reason. They're trying to find a reason. You understand? They don't have a reason. They're trying to find a reason. And when you're trying to find a reason to hold someone back, that's sabotage, straight up. And so now you understand. They turn into them agents from the Matrix. They're not themselves. So just keep on moving. Okay. Get your paper. And when you get it and you've gotten to where you want to be, they're not going to have anything to say. They're just going to be like, they're going to be bragging on you behind your back. Oh, that's my daughter. Yeah, she got a nice house. Even though that person probably told their daughter not to do this and not to do that. But they'll be bragging on you later. So just keep going. They don't know any better. Okay? They've been taken over by the agents on the Matrix. But they'll see you later on. Just keep going. Becoming aware of the fact that I was making myself the victim, taking responsibility means living. That's right. That's right. What is your favorite classic book? My favorite classic book. I have so many. The Prophet is pretty good. I don't know what classic book, because I don't read like classic. I like Lovecraft. I like, well, I read for different reasons. I don't read for stories. I read for information. Oscar Wilde. Yep. I also like Walt Whitman. A lot of knowledge and some things that don't just stick out to normal people. But at the end of the day, it's about what you got. It's about where you are, where you want to be. and how you got there and what you can pass on. Hmm. Once your mindset changes, you notice improvement. But you always will. Who taught me the game? Life. The game of life. I'm watching other people and watching them make mistakes and watching them win. And I just gather information by also experiencing certain things and not being afraid to take risks in certain things and learning more and more and more on how to strategize and navigate. And the more I learn and the more I strategize, I see the results. So I practice it. I don't look for a set of instructions. I don't look for a quick fix. I learn through practicing it. There's no one answer. There's several answers depending on the situation. So you have to strategize. You have to be a strategist. You said you wasn't even leveled up yet and your family disowned me on the way up. Oh, well, bye, Felicia. They don't, you see, people will disown you when they don't want to be compared to you. Because then they'll look like they messed up or they couldn't reach their own potential. But you know what I mean? Like, bye, then bye. I feel like if someone doesn't want to be associated with you anymore, it's because you're going in two different directions. Either you're going up or they don't want to have to go up with you, or you're going down and they don't want to be associated with you. So either way, they're disowning you because they don't want to be compared to you or associated with you. Usually people disown leveling up, people that level up because they don't want to be compared to you. That's all. I learned how to play from Dusty's the best. Yep, Dusty's got good game. My rich provider fiance made someone else pregnant while I was pregnant. Just found out we have baby together. He is begging us to stay. What to do? Well, what kind of car you want, baby? Want that new G-Wagon? He got enough money for that? Girl, get your dream car and your dream house. So your child can have all the luxuries. Get him to put a trust in your child's name. Get all you can get. And then if you still want to stay. If you want to leave, then go. But get the stuff first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Erica. Sure, you are literally preaching. Oh my God. Thank you, Erica. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't react. Strategize. Okay. Get your money, get your car, get your house. Then if you just can't take the fact that he did that, do what you got to do. But get your stuff first. Okay. My friend has a G-Wagon. It's so nice. Cute car. Yes. Dussies don't look for looks like a lot of women do. They look for security. I'm going to pay these bills. Okay. Our estranged sibling exes off limits. Well, if they're estranged and you don't care and y'all don't talk to each other, then who cares? It's not like y'all talking. They'll find out. You know? Dusty is always fine, but a sugar daddy with a fine bank account is much better. That's right. See, here's the thing about fine Dusties. A fine Dusty will look fine standing next to you. But you won't look fine because you'll be poor, haggard from working. You ain't gonna look fine, right? He gonna get all the shine. So you go get a sugar daddy. The sugar daddy gonna give you money so you can look fine. Okay? So what would you rather? Him to look fine or for you to look fine? Okay. I'll say this. Here's your test. Go find a couple with a Dusty who was fine, and go find a sugar daddy or someone who married for money. You know, and go revisit them in about 10 years and see what they look like. Okay, go see who fine then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. 10-year challenge. Mm-hmm. You know, Shira is talking about not finding love, but love yourself first is enough to find what you need and not what you can get. That's right. You said the woman always look old and the man look good. Mm-hmm. That's why you need to level up. Get you a rich husband that's probably older than you, and so you will always look good. Mm-hmm. Kiwi says, Shira has helped me get my self-esteem back. Good. I'm glad, girl. Get it back. Mm-hmm. You said you had enough good-looking men. Here's the thing about good-looking men. You can look at them anytime. You can flirt with them anytime. But you don't got to marry them. Or you don't have to depend on their little paychecks. But you can still look at them. Oh, he looks nice. Okay, back to my own life now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Kiwi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the literal beauty about good looking men. You can still look at them. Isn't that why you want to look? If you live with one every day and he can't pay no bills, he ain't gonna be cute after a while. It's just he's gonna be normal. He's gonna be normal to you. You know, after you see someone every day, they're not quote unquote. It's not the same effect as seeing one out on the street that just like, ooh, you know, you don't have to deal with their unemployed self. You don't have to deal with their baby mama drama. All you get is the pleasure of the sight. Ooh, he cute. And that's it. That's all you really want is what he looked like. So just take a picture. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Put it in your screensaver. But go get somebody with some money. Shoot. I put Michael Jackson on my screensaver or, you know, whoever I admire or whatnot. But James still paying his bills. I could go find any random dude and put it as my screensaver. But I'm still gonna be with James and he's still gonna pay these bills. No dusty breaded. Sure, I was out with a dusty that day. I really felt awkward being seen with him. I would rather be seen with a sugar. Okay, because they think you paying. See, I would be more embarrassed to be with a cute man because I already know what people do. She probably paying half the bills or paying for the bill or paying for the bill. Nope. I want people to think I ain't paying no bills, period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm more concerned with that. They think I be paying bills? Oh no, I got the wrong person. You go out with a cute man, they already know. Well, he probably cheating on her. She probably pay half the bills. He probably got a baby mama somewhere. You go out with an old rich man or a ugly man. Oh, he loves her so much. I know she ain't got to work. I'd rather that. Mm-hmm. Then why is James crying after looking at his bank account? Tears of joy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a Dusty gets a woman with money that helps him level up? Then he probably won't stay there and forever. He'll probably level up and leave and go get a better one, and or he'll stay there and be taken care of. I mean, it just depends on what he wants in his life. You know. Okay, Scarlett, I'll answer your question. Your sister, who's Christian and religious, said she's married 10 years. Okay. Does she work? Does she have a job? She said to marry for love, not for money. You'll be happier, and she wants you to follow her path. Okay, it's only been 10 years. Okay. Does she have a nice house, a nice car? Does she have to work? It depends on what happiness means to you. You know, if happiness means being free and not having to work for somebody, having the things that you want in life and being able to do things for your children, if that makes you happy, then great. But a man cannot make you happy. Period. So it's silly to say you'll be happy if you only base your marriage on love, because it's you that loves him and it's not him that loves you. You see how it works? So it's all in your mind. You married for love, not him. He married for a roommate, a cook, a maid, in-house sex. So what she got out of it? She ain't get no money. The sorry, I don't see it. What's she happy doing? Working and cooking and paying half the bills, and that don't sound like happiness to me, but it might be for her. So back in the old days, that may have been happiness, right? Back in the old days, marrying, cooking and cleaning and stuff may have been for happiness, but women didn't have to work. So they didn't have to go out and work. But now you're going to throw a job in there too? Oh no. Pick a struggle. Why is it masculine when you freak out and stressing about material things lost during a hurricane? What? Men were meant to be the one to calm the women because they are stronger emotionally. You mean freak out? Here's the thing. And this is just mental. If you had the ability to have all those things that you lost, you can get them back. You know what I mean? If you got them once, you can get them again. I lost my car in a flood years ago, but I got a better car. Okay. And I manifested for a better car, and I got one. Thank you, flood. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes hurricanes and floods come to wash the old things away to make room for what you're trying to manifest. So look at it like that. Hey, Shira, my sugar daddy told me he's fallen in love with me and is starting to obsess. He ain't cute, but the money is good. Ha ha ha. I have zero attraction and everyone stares at us. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's wonderful that he's in love with you and loves you more and likes you more. That means ask for more and get more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means he's willing to up your provisions. Be strategic and ask for more. Oh, really? Oh, okay, let's go to the dealership since you love me. Come on. Let's go get me a car. You don't want the woman you love riding around in a car about to break down or that she don't really like or whatever. But why is it masculine? You said that it was masculine trait from the law of nine. Because it's masculine because you're a woman. You are always going to receive. If you live in your feminine energy, that's receiving. If you understand your energy as a woman to receive, then taking some stuff to Goodwill and dropping it off is not something to freak out over. Losing something is not something to freak out over if you know you can get it back with more or even better. That's the mindset that you have to have. You can't be afraid to lose if you want to gain. That's the trick. It reminds me of a story. Not really a story. Thank you, LaPeaches, Sprinkle Sprinkle. It's like you having property or a house in a bad neighborhood. And you don't want to sell it, or you own it, but you don't want to sell it and put it as a down payment to a bigger house or a better house. You just want to keep it, live there without having to pay mortgage or anything because it's owned, or not having to struggle too much, but you never move up at the same time. You stay in that environment, and so does your frequency. And so you don't attract much more. But if you take that, give it away and sell it and put it towards something bigger, now you've leveled up. See? So let it go. It's gone. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. That's all. There's nothing you can do about it. So take it and make it work for you. Right. It's masculine because masculine people are the giver, not the receiver. If you're the woman, you are the receiver. So more is coming. So it's masculine to sit there and freak out about something that you're supposed to be receiving and not giving. All right. So there you go. I was not designed to suffer. Exactly. Do you believe I should spend 50-50 with my husband if we agree at first to split chores and equally raise the children? I'm not agreeing nothing to no man that he gonna have to provide a way to do all those things that I don't like to do. Period. You see, I make deals to benefit and profit from. I don't make deals to come out even. That's stupid. That's not business. You understand? It's a business. You make a deal to make a profit, not to come out even. Then why are you in business? Why are you married? That's a roommate. That's a partner. That's not a husband. That's not a That's not a marriage. That's partner. And y'all ain't making no profits. Get some profits. Give him more of the chores or more of the bills, something. You need to benefit from it. If you're not benefiting from it, I don't know why you married. Thank you, Unique Sprinkle Sprinkle. Old guy friend who knows the real me ignores me sometimes because he knows I don't like him. He's needy, but he has money and wants to take care of me. Girl, let him take care of you. I let somebody take care of me before I ever clock in. Okay. Should I feel good that I don't have kids right now? You're 26. You should feel good that you got time to find someone that you want and who's going to provide for you, and then make your kids. When you look at them, people automatically assume he's cheating. Antoinette. Right. How much does it cost over the lifetime of a marriage? I don't know. Depending on how many kids you have, what type of house you have, what type of bills you have, what kind of lifestyle you have. You met a man online. He's 52 and 2 messages in since matching, and he's already wants to meet any. You're 24. Okay. Well, that's fine, but like he's 52 and you're 24. That's wonderful. You need some money. If you meet him and he doesn't offer you any money, or if there's anything you need, let me know. If he doesn't say that by the second time that you meet, or the first time that you meet, let him go. Okay. Move on to the next. You're not supposed to try to figure out how to ask him for money. He's supposed to offer it. If he doesn't offer it soon, be gone. If you don't offer it and deliver it, let me say that. If he doesn't offer it and deliver it soon, be gone. Men aren't handing out money like that. You got the wrong target then. Sorry. Because they are. Young, cute men aren't handing out money like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because they don't have to. I'm not talking about young, cute men. I'm talking about the 52-year-old trying to date the 24-year-old. He handing out money. Hopefully. So y'all have to understand, we're not talking about the young men. Y'all aren't the topic. Thank you, Nicole Sprinkle Sprinkle. Shira really changed my life. I owe her so much. Please make a manifesto on a video when you have a chance. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, Nicole. So, like, men that come in here and get offended, we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about y'all daddy and y'all grandfather. Okay? Sprinkle Sprinkle. Look, your dad or your grandfather is meeting some young chick at Starbucks. If she's stupid, but if she's smart, he's meeting her out at a nice restaurant or whatever, the mall. Okay, wait. While your mama probably at work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It is what it is. Buy a plane ticket to Brazil, much cheaper. It sure is. I have women that watch my channel from Brazil who date billionaires. You can go to Brazil and front all you like. Those women know how to work pockets too. Go where you can afford, baby. I don't know. Money is the universal language. That's right. Mm-hmm. If I were a man, I would rather a woman want me for my money than for my looks. If I were a man, or for my personality, I would rather be wanted for my money. Thank you, Nicole. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know why? Because to want me for my looks and my personality means I have no value to the world. I haven't contributed anything. I haven't created anything. Um, I have no status or power. It means I'm a child. You like me because I'm cute and I'm witty. That's because you're a pet. A real man doesn't care if a woman likes her for his money because it means he has power. He has accomplishments. He can provide for her, himself, the children, and still get paid and do nice things. It means he's accomplished. Um, the other type of man is just someone's child. Okay, so if you're still at that mind state, it's because you haven't matured as a man to understand your role and how people view you from the outside, and why people value you. You know, because if you don't have a lot of value as a man, you're expendable. Thank you, Hope B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for all you do. I wanted to listen to your two vex. Yeah, they're gone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Hope B. Yeah, you got to catch them quick, girl. My video trip, no, your first trip to Brazil, you got robbed. Driver took off with all your stuff. Other than that, you had a blast. Oh, I'm sorry you got robbed. At least you had fun though. Is the tone of this blonde hair I'm really feeling? Oh, thank you, girl. Ha ha ha. That's your name. Mm-hmm. So James, don't care one little bit that you think other men are cuter. No, I got a tattoo of Michael Jackson on my arm that he paid for. Okay. We watched the Rock movie together. Hey, Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He know what it is. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Uh-huh. Well, I don't know. Roof inspection. James don't care. If he was young, he probably would be offended that I would be looking at other men on TV or in public or whatever. But he already know, look, he old. He ain't got what they got as far as looks, but he got money and he know I ain't finna leave him for no looks. Okay. People have common sense. They're like, oh, he might be cute, but he ain't finna pay all them bills. Mm-hmm. He know. I think most people realize, like, for example, if someone was watching someone with a very slim toned body doing some type of gymnastics and thinking that was really, hot, I can't get offended over that because I can't bend over backwards and do flips and split and look good in a little leotard, whatever. That's not going to offend me. So what would offend me is if he took some money and spent it on someone, not looking. You can look, but you don't spend. Okay? There's the difference. If he ain't spending money on people, then don't get offended. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. What else can I do to make my husband initiate divorce? I earn 10 times more than, girl, he gonna take you for all your money. Pretend you're sick. Fake a terminal or a very bad illness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They usually leave real quick. Make sure that he knows that make sure that he knows it's going to be a long illness and he's going to have to take care of you. Okay. And slowly take out all your money and lie and say it's going towards medical bills because your insurance doesn't cover 100% of the whatever. Okay, so get you. Yeah, you can figure it out. You smart. Okay, you know what to do. Okay. They'll usually leave. Just like you got to fake it for a little while though. Like you can do your normal thing, but when you come home, you got to be like, oh, I'm so tired. It's part of the illness. You're going to have to take care of everything now. Can you help me get to bed? No sex? Cut them off from sex. I don't feel like it. The pills make me tired. Girl, he'll be gone like in a couple of months. And he's going to feel too guilty to try to take your money. And if he's got life insurance policy on you, he'll most likely depend on that and thinking you're going to die soon or, in a couple of years, and he'll just use that as his excuse why he's not going to try to take your money, okay? Because he'll feel too much guilt. But then all of a sudden, you're going to make a miraculous recovery when the 60 days after the divorce is done and he can't come back and try to get nothing, and you'll be free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wow. You're welcome. The doctor says no, you got to make it last over like 5 years. Okay. You got to make it last 5 years. But you'll miraculously recover after the divorce. It was you that was making me sick. When you left, I got better. Hey. Do you think richer men wish that they were better looking? They might have been better looking when they was young, and they experienced having the sexy woman, and then they got old, and they realized the older you get, the more you got to pay. So I think they've already experienced. If they was ugly, maybe there's like, finally, it's my turn. I can afford a beautiful woman because I couldn't get one on my looks. Now I got plenty. It's kind of like credit versus cash. You have cash, you can go buy whatever you want when you want it. You got good credit, you can buy it. You got to build that up first, right? Then you can go get what you want and keep building on that. So, when you have cash in your hand, you spend that too quick. With credit, you can buy a lot of stuff at the same time with credit. Yeah. What to do when everyone getting married, but you're single and facing family pressure to get married, don't want to end up with Dusty? I don't understand why people put so much emphasis on what their family wants. It's weird. It's just really weird to me. When you get 18 years old and you go and live your life, that's your life, not their life. So whatever you're doing in your life should not be compared to their life. See, they're comparing your life to their life. Once again, like I said earlier, if they're comparing themselves to you and they want you to hurry up and get married, it's because they probably are like, oh, she's still single. I remember when I was single, I had a lot of fun. Yes. She needs to hurry up and get married so she can stop having fun. And what if she meets a better man than I married? What if by her being single longer means she's going to find a richer husband? Oh no. She needs to hurry up and pick quick so she can get a dusty. No, take your time and find somebody that's going to pay all them bills, who likes you more than you like them. So when you get married, you have outdone all of them. Okay? Speaking volumes to me. And yeah, don't just get married to get married. Get married for a purpose. Get married to level up. Okay. Thank you, Wild 23 Sprinkle Sprinkle. Hey, sweetie. Happy Thursday to your silky smooth soft. Thank you, girl. My silky. No. Thank you, sir. I see a little emoji picture. Thank you, sir. Wild 23 Sprinkle Sprinkle. They're, yeah. The pool boy in Jamaica ain't giving them a dime. What? Okay. His boss might be though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, why do the men come in here and automatically think that we're looking for them? He talk about the pool boy. We talk about who the pool boy worked for, baby. Y'all think little. Okay, look, you go. They can go after the pool boy. We going after his boss. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You're on the wrong channel. This is not Pick Misha Central. This is a SheRaSeven, and we don't go after pool boys. We don't go after dusties. We don't go after youngsters. Well, we go after their daddies or their boss or their grandfathers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You can't bring yourself to feel confident. I'm leveled up, but still not confident. Why? What's keeping you from feeling confident? There is no, here's the thing about it. There's nothing keeping you from feeling confident if you just feel it. You don't need permission to feel confident. You just do it. Okay? You just do it. You don't need permission. You don't need a reason. You don't need a box checked off. You don't need anything. You just need to feel it. That's it. It's kind of like, think of it like this. You're in class when you're in school and they say, okay, think about how it would feel to be poor. Okay. And they'll give you a scenario. You don't have anything. You haven't eaten in days. You're hungry. You can feel that, right? You can empathize. You can feel that. Now, what if they switched it around and say, think about how it feels to be confident. Think about how it feels to be Beyonce on the stage, whoever you see as confidence. Then feel it. Put yourself in their shoes and feel it. And when you need to feel confidence, you revert back to that memory and that feeling and you go with it. Okay? Because if you can't feel confident, then you need to create a way to feel confident. That's how you do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Lily. Yeah. And then eventually you won't have to do that. It'll just be natural. Because if you think about it, if you love yourself and you don't care about what other people think, then that's what you are. Whatever you say who you are, that's what you are. Every day you wake up and do your level up, do your hair, do your makeup. If you think you look good and you think everybody else thinks you look good, then that's what it is. You don't even have to ask them if you look good, because if you think they do, to you they do. If they turn their head and look, if they're criticizing you, in their mind, in your mind, they're praising you. You understand? And either way, they still turn and look. Take it how you want it, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Turn it into confidence if you don't think it is. I am wearing makeup every day now and was told it was too much. Who told you it was too much? Somebody that don't wear makeup every day? Or maybe you putting on too much? I don't know. Like, if you don't think you're putting on too much and you think the other people are hating because now people are comparing them to you and they look plain sitting next to you, that's probably why. Tell them to level up too. Thank you, Nikki. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My aunt married cute police officer, bragged to outshine single sisters. He cheated with Pick Misha and shot Pick Misha. He's still in prison. Wow, Nikki. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Told y'all don't marry them cops. Anyway. The highest rates of domestic abuse are in families with police officers. Wow, Sophie. So I never knew that statistic, but yeah, it makes sense. I dated one cop. He was y'all tell y'all cop stories in there, but word to the wise. Listen. My sis is married to one. Her life is horrible. Oh, I bet. Ooh. So anyway, now become who you want to be. And don't rely on other people to put any input into who you want to be. That's totally up to you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. James' co-worker want to know why he's still working at 70. First of all, James ain't 70 and he's retired, so he's not working. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Since you want to know so much. Since you got so many questions about my husband. If you want me, just say it. Get your money up. You can start by the Cash App or donating. Anyway, so my guy and I have been on the same page. I am SAHM, whatever that means, and he pays all the bills. But now that the pandemic has affected his pockets, he wants me to find a job. What's your advice? Find another sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, where's his backup plan? He's not financially intelligent. Now, is he? Honestly, he's not financially intelligent. That is a quality of a man that he must have. When things go bad, he must have backup plans. He must have another source of income. He must have money that's waiting just in case of stuff like this. Otherwise, you chose wrong. That's not wealth. That's not even rich. That's financially irresponsible. So y'all need to understand what real money is. It's not when a pandemic hit, I got to go to work. That's not real money. It's if whatever happened, I'm good still, period. Okay? So you have to always have those several streams coming in of money. The best thing I could tell you, I mean, if you don't want to work, go find another one. Go get a sugar daddy. Shoot. I don't know. Thank you. So all is fair in love and war, remember? All is fair. So if he can't provide for you anymore, that means he can't afford a woman anymore. It is up to you to agree to allow a man to stay with you without being able to take care of you. That is then it becomes your fault if you start complaining after that. You understand? He told you. Now it's up to you to make your decision. Thank you, Percy Sprinkle. Hey, Percy. Hello, Shira and beautiful subs. Shira, I was asking my female cousin why her list and what she wants in a man is so looking lacking, maybe. She's 24, is a looking list realistic? Oh, you mean like how the person looks and she's 24? Do he look rich? Does his bank account look rich? That's what she need to put up on there. His financials look good. Percy, tell her she need to add some other stuff on there, like about looking paid. Thank you, Pretty and Paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your videos have changed my life. I cannot thank you enough. Your daughters are lucky to have you as a mother. I appreciate everything you do. Oh, thank you, Pretty and Paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Appreciate that. Thank you, Percy, for sharing as well. Oh, here you go. Long list. Okay. I thought that was strange. Tell her to narrow it down to 3 things. One of them definitely being money. And then she'll get a lot more people to choose from, and then she could narrow it down from the people. If you try to narrow down a list, it's like playing bingo with 1,000 people. But if your bingo card only has 3 things on it, you won't always win. And then, you know what I'm saying? She can narrow that to 3 things, and then she can interview all those people, date all those people, and narrow it down from them until the final one wins, like on The Bachelorette. Okay, but they got to have money, though. That's number 1. If you got a long list, narrow that thing down, and then choose from the people that come. It'll be easier to find. Because there are some things that are on that list she could probably live without, and if she just meets the people in person and says, well, I guess I can live without this. Oh, okay, well, this dude, he'll do. She'll meet more people with the main 3 characteristics, and then some of the other stuff she can kind of let go. I only had 3 things on my list. Old, with money, likes me more. Period. That's the 3 things I had. And guess what? Worked out so far. I kept it simple. That's why I found it in 2 weeks. I'm still married today, 18 years later. Okay, look. I wasn't picky. I was like, okay, check, check, check. Let's go. Y'all out here being wishy-washy, being extra picky, wondering, look, you can fix it later. Just get it now. You know? Check, check, check. Don't hesitate. If you meet somebody that meets those 3 standards, definitely keep them. Okay? You said you're not getting live notifications. I think you have to subscribe and unsubscribe and then subscribe again and hit the bell. And then they'll ask you if you want to be notified all the time or some of the time. And you click all the time because they have like redone the whole thing and they'll just automatically select something for you if you hadn't gone and selected it for yourself after they upgraded the system. The 3 things are has money, old, and likes me more than I like them. Those are the 3 things. My 3 things. That's because, if they're paid, they're older and they like you more, they're automatically going to spin on you. Thank you, Percy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Shira, but how about in my case, a man? I'm on the path to making more money. Do I look for something I like more or she likes me more? If she likes you more, she's going to smother you, Percy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If she likes you more, she's going to be more hurt when you mess up, Percy. If she likes you more, she's going to take on the more masculine role to take care of you because she likes you so much. She's going to start to mother you. So, Percy, find a woman that you like more because it will fulfill you and your masculinity. And it will give you more purpose and drive to better yourself. Yes. Otherwise, you'll just be smothered and it might feel good for a little while, but it's going to stunt your growth. You won't rise as far as you could have risen. Okay? Because you'll get comfortable and you'll be like, oh, if I lose my job or if I don't try hard for that promotion, she'll pay for me because she loves me so much. And you'll never get it, and you'll never excel to how high you can really get. So get a woman that you like more than she likes you. That's your motivation. Mm-hmm. And it works the opposite for the woman, but still in her favor because the woman will know that you like her more than she likes you, but she'll know why. Because what she looks like. In order to maintain that status, she's going to have to keep up her looks. She's going to have to stay cute. She's going to have to stay leveled up and she's going to have to stay representing you. And that's how your status in life grows. They see you with her. They know you about something. Hello? Hey. I'm good. How are you? Oh yeah, could you call me later or like send me an email and tell me exactly what I gotta do? Okay, I'll look at it. About 6 o'clock. Okay, that's fine. I think. Thanks. Bye. Okay. No, it wasn't a telemarketer. It was a business call. That was my payroll person. I ha- I have to do some stuff. It's a company that I hired. The color suits you. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All is fair in love and war. So how do I get my low level sugar dad? No, my low level sugar daddy boss. His boss owns a car dealership. Caught his boss giving me the eye when I visited him at work. Well, go catch his eye again and start talking. Find a reason to contact him. I don't know. You work there, you got all the phone numbers. You could come up with an idea and a scheme. Girl, get creative. Write you a story. Make it up, girl. If you were a romance novelist, how would this story go? How would you get him to come get you? Write it. I know what I'd do. Shoot. Make something up and lie. This lady came in looking for you. And well, what does she look like? She was just like, she was older and she said, she was asking if you were here particularly by name and that, oh, well, he's all pulled in and interested. Who is it? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, strange. Yeah, well, will you tell me if she comes back? I sure will. I'll call you if she comes back. Okay. She came back. Really? Who did she say she was? Oh, she says that she's a friend of your family or something. I don't know. She kind of looked about 65 years old. Did your mom have any friends or did your grandma have any friends? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's looking for a discount on a car, but she keeps asking for you. I keep asking if there's something I could help her with. She just wants to talk to you. Okay, well, tell her. Just tell me next time she comes in. Okay. She never came in anymore, I guess. She just gave up. I don't know. So, by the way, at this point, y'all have probably exchanged information, talked to each other for long enough for you to get comfortable and him to get comfortable talking to you on a regular basis to where the next time you call or he sees you, one of you guys will be confident enough to let the other one know that you can get this or you can pay for this or whatever. Okay, girl, make something up, make up a story. You get creative. Girl, write a note down in some old lady chicken scratch and personally deliver it to his office. And this mystery lady had delivered this letter. Okay, there you go. Drop it, bend over, pick it back up, then hand it to him. See, he'll check out your booty. I don't know. Sure, I'm newbie, so today I played feminine today with the plumber, and he made a big discount. Of course, I told you that, girl. I get so much stuff for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What would cost most people and set them back in finances that, like, work and I get free. If you lock your keys up in your car, if you have like auto problems, whatever, that may cost you between $100 and $200. If you look good and you feminine, you might get it free. Thank you, Wild 23 Sprinkle Sprinkle. So captivating. This is like when David watched Bathsheba bathe in the nude. Let's recreate it. I plan to have David's money soon. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then, like, for the lady who's trying to get the dealership owner, you could be like, who did you used to date her? Were you into older women? You can kind of like joke around with them, like become playful so that he's comfortable with you. Because she was really trying to get you. It's like, oh, so see, you like older women, huh? Oh. Then he's gonna try to overcompensate by liking younger women, which is you. No, I like them young. You do? Good to know. Bam! Now he know you want him. Now you know he wants you. All he got to do is come with it. Now it's over. It's done. No, that's the cat down here. Hey, kitty. Sure. What do you guys pay for? Why do you guys pay for your stuff but don't say anything to you like strangers? Because they just want to do it. It makes them feel masculine, but also not that they want something in return. When a man pays for something and doesn't want anything in return, that makes him feel masculine because you made him feel, you are so feminine that you made him feel masculine. And so therefore he didn't need to get anything from you. That's what he got from you, his masculinity back. Someone is somewhere taking it away and you gave it back to him just by being present, period. Okay. Oh, I remember I'm a man. Because when he go home to Barbara the Builder, he's her child or whatever project. But when he stands next to you and you all feminine, extra, you want to pay for that because you just reminded him I'm a man, and that's why they pay for stuff. Okay. How did you learn how to love your husband? My grandma told me love does not happen when you marry a person. Every time he paid a bill, I loved him more and more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time he gave me a gift, the love grew. Every time he, that's how it grow when you pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The more he invests into you, the more the love grows. There you go. What made my personality like that? You are the strongest personality I've ever seen. I think my personality comes from understanding how things work, how people think. I don't act this way unless I'm teaching or telling people stuff. I play the game. Like, I would never be this bold and da 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 da, because if I want to be taken a certain way, then I'm gonna. Hi. You're not ever gonna know I have that personality because I want free service. Okay, but I only do. This is who I am when I teach. Like when I talk to people that I'm trying to help. But when I'm playing the game, I'm totally different. This is how I feel inside while I'm playing the game. That's why I can do it. You got to be this on the inside and this on, you have to be this on the outside and this on the inside. The way that I act and talk and think. That's your voice inside. I'm like, but all the time you're thinking, this fool like me way more. I know he finna spin. But you're acting dumb. He said, "Men and people do so much more for you now since you've been in the in this community. I'm not even 20% as good looking as Shira, oh, nor 10% as good looking as but they still doing more. It's your femininity and your level up, and you love yourself and take care of yourself. That's what attracts them. It is. Mm-hmm. So when a man sees a very feminine woman, or he'll rush to open the door for her, even if he was walking behind her. He'll talk to you in a different tone than he would a masculine woman. You can just tell the difference. So just pay attention to things. People talk to you totally different in a different tone when you are feminine and leveled up than they would someone who's not. Mhm. Like this payroll dude that called, right? He's like trying to meet. And I'm like, we can do everything on the phone or over the internet. He trying to meet because I played. Oh, yeah, yeah. Shoot, I'm finna get some tax breaks or something. Something's gonna happen. Cross fingers. I'm gonna be extra and everything when we. Oh, really? I don't know how to do that. Can you do it for me? Hmm. You said, why do trans men look so beautiful? I'm finding the level up hard, but these men be looking flawless because they take time to do it. They make it a priority. They learn it. They study it. Okay. They practice. Okay. You want to be good at something, you have to practice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They know that's what's gonna get them paid. That's so they invest into themselves. Thank you, Angela. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They understand the game. They know. Look, now here's the thing. You can invest in yourself, acquire the skills that you need to look good, to get the attention and the money of other people. Or you can sit around and twiddle your thumbs and ask why me, or woe is me, or say woe is me. Either you can learn it and do it, or you can sit there and question why you don't have something somebody else has that went and got the skills and the knowledge in order to have it. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, boss C, sprinkle, sprinkle. So you said, let's be honest, looks matter. That's all that matters in men. Men don't want an ugly woman unless he need a maid and a cook. And so he can go out with his girlfriend while she keep the house and babysit y'all's kids. Okay. What if you are leveled up and he finds any little thing to nitpick? Well, I'm sure he has a whole list of things you can nitpick on him. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I told you guys. Y'all need to write this down. Get y'all notebooks out and write it. When people nitpick on you or find things wrong with you, it's because there's something wrong with them. And so that you don't focus on it, they're focusing on you. Okay. So find his insecurity. When someone starts nitpicking on you, they have an insecurity. You need to find it and exploit it and get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Angela. That should be an eye opener. You should pop up and start paying attention to what he's insecure about so that you can exploit it and get paid. Work on his weakness. You already know what it is. This is what I say. Y'all think backwards. If he's picking on you, he's hiding something in him. What is it? What are you insecure about? Oh, I'm going to find it and I'm going to get paid. How do we exploit it and bring it up and call it the same way he brought up whatever he's nitpicking at? Or just casually mention it in a conversation. Like he may be secure about something on his body or his height or his length or whatever. Something, you know what it is. You can figure it out. Something that he's ashamed of or not happy with. Then you can just compliment another guy that has the nicer aspect of what he's lacking. Like if he doesn't like his height or if he doesn't like something about himself, then point it out on somebody. Oh, he has a really nice. It's like, wow, he's very tall. You don't have to even compliment him. You can just acknowledge what it is. Oh, he's very tall. That's not a compliment. That's just like, dang, he tall. And if he soon starts nitpicking, then you know you didn't hit it. You didn't hit his nerve. So start wearing heels, extra high heels. If it's a short problem, it could be anything. It could be, if he's going bald. Something. Thank you, God is so right. He made me so insecure that night. Yeah, if you're insecure, then that means instead of focusing on him, now you're focused on you and you're not going to see what's wrong with him. See? Check his hair plugs or check the sink, see if hair falling out. It might be the age difference. If y'all are difference in age, he might be feeling insecure about you being so young and he being old. Girl, it's something. Your fiance suddenly says he doesn't want a wedding. Then, okay. Then tell him that's wonderful because now you can take all that money and buy me a bigger ring. He ain't getting away with that. Say, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. Really? You were? Mm-hmm. Now we can use all the money that you were going to use on the wedding to get me a bigger ring. What were you going to spend? Like 10,000, 20,000? How much were we going to spend on that wedding? Oh, well, let's go look at rings. Oh, maybe we could have the wedding. Well, whatever. Okay. Never take a loss. Always take a gain. Even if you have to create the gain in your own mind, throw it out there. If you assume and you put it out there, then he's going to have to go back to what he originally said. That's it. He can't. What's he going to do? Because if he tries to take something away from you, it's going to seem like he's cheap and don't want to even marry you. So then you're going to get mad. He's going to have to end up doing more anyway. Okay, so make sure you play the game right. Don't act, don't react, strategize. Everything that comes out of someone's mouth that is meant to cause some type of emotional trigger should cause a brainstorm of strategy on how to benefit from what was said. Okay? Write that down. If y'all have problems controlling emotion, write that down. Anything that comes out of their mouth that is meant to take something away from you or hurt you, you need to not react, but have a strategizing brainstorm with yourself on how to benefit from what was said. If you can't do that, you don't have the mental level up. Okay? And once you get the mental level up, everything else falls in place. Men's insult holds some truth. They may hold truth, but at the same time, if you got him, you can get someone else. Okay? And with that truth, if you do improve upon whatever it is that they're saying, if you do improve upon it, then you can get someone better. So what they're really trying to tell you is you deserve better. Okay? Listen to what they're really trying to tell you. You deserve better. Because you got me like you are, but if you improve this, you can get someone better than me. Okay? Listen. Don't hear, listen. Hear and listen, basically. You need to do the math on that one. Okay? Wait a minute. So if I need to improve myself, but you already with me and you paying all my bills and I don't have to work and I look better than you, that means if I do this thing, then I can get someone richer than you or cuter and richer than you because I got you. Oh, thank you. Now I know what goals I have for 2021. Done. Okay? Then he'll be worried and he'll never tell you nothing ever again. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're perfect. He ain't gonna tell you nothing, girl. Learn how to do what you got to do in strategy, not in reaction. I like any insult or anything hurled at me is only fuel to me. Understand it. Whatever you throw at me, I'm gonna take it and turn it into money. Period. I'm gonna turn it into something. It's not gonna stay what it is. I promise you, unless it's a compliment. Mm-hmm. As long as it's money or a compliment, that's the only thing I'm taking. If that's not what it is, I'm gonna turn it into it, and then I'm gonna accept it. Okay. So whatever somebody throws at you, if it's not what you're accepting, turn it into what you're accepting. Okay, that's all you got to do. I wouldn't even say the insults are motivation. I would say that they are confirmation that you can do better. Not no motivation. You'd already made it. I'm going to take that hater energy and flip it in reverse, babe. We gonna shine over here. That's right. I gotta go, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, stop taking stuff personally and take it as information and flip it and make money off of it, whatever it is. That's a true level up. Thank you, Wild23. Your female friends in here criticizing me for giving you money. So I guess I'm supposed to stop giving it to you. They probably jealous. Go ahead, Wild23, sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know why people are criticizing people for giving me money. They probably just a troll or being trollful. But I appreciate it. That's all that matters. Thank you, Wild23, sprinkle, sprinkle. Whoever criticizing somebody for giving me money, shame on you. How to get added to his bank account when you get married. Go up to the bank with your marriage license and him. That's how, okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not joking. Tell him you have a surprise for him. You're finna take him out on a date. But first, you gotta go to the bank. Get up in the bank. Sit down with the little bank dude. Tell him what you want. Hi. I have our marriage license and I would like you to add me to the account. What he gonna do right in front of the dude? Okay. Automatically assume he was gonna do it anyway, but you just took the initiative to just, stop off and run that errand before you guys go out. Surprise. There you go. What he gonna do in front of the bank dude? Say no? Wow. Don't even tell him what you're finna do. Just say, I gotta go. Will you go in the bank here with me? Because I have to do some stuff in the bank. Drag him in there. He don't know why he's going. And he'll find out when he sit down. Make sure it's his bank. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all later. Bye.